Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. Yes, I am the Loner Ranger. You can check me out here on this station on Sundays. Yes, we're here on Sundays. What a beautiful Sunday. Or you can check me out on Saturdays on Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger Radio Show as well. What a great opportunity for you to know what's going on in the real estate market right now. And my job is to show you how to save money, get the best possible mortgage when you're out looking to buy a home, and save money on a refinance. Here's the thing about the refinance transaction market, though. As you know, we have seen record low interest rates for the last year. I mean, like crazy low. And the reason they're low is because the federal government was buying mortgage-backed securities. Well, guess what? They have started to cut back on buying mortgage-backed securities. And if you were listening to the news at all this week, and I'm not talking about the Biden-Putin thing, I'm talking about the news on the Fed announcing the inflation and that they're going to be raising interest rates. Well, what do you think happened on Wednesday? The bond market dropped by 75 basis points. Well, maybe you're like, well, I don't care about the bond market. What's the bond market have to do with me? Mortgage-backed securities are directly tied to the bond market. They're treasury securities. They're bonds. So when the bond market falls, interest rates go up. And let's just put this in perspective, you guys. So every 100 basis points that the bond market drops, rates go up 1 point on the discount point. Let's put that in perspective again. Whatever loan was at 0 points, if it went down 100 basis points, you now pay 1 full point. That's the way that works. So on Wednesday, we lost 79 basis points on the bond market. Now, Thursday, a little bit better, okay? Thursday was a little bit better. We got a little bit of our gains back in here, and I keep an eye on that. We ended up about 19 basis points. So out of the 75 basis points we lost, we got almost 20 basis points back. So rates went up about a half a point to the discount point. Now, this is not a fearmonger show. This is a reality radio show, meaning that I'm always going to be honest about the good things and the not so good things. I don't like the direction that rates are going in, but I'm certainly not surprised. And I don't assume you are either. And if you'd like to call in the show, you have any questions for me, Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger. I've been in the mortgage business for 32 years, been hosting radio shows for over 20 years. Call me. My direct number is 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can apply online or go to my website. I got all kinds of resources there for you. Just go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Now, I still think interest rates are incredibly low. But for all of you that were looking at hitting those 30-year fixed rates in the twos, that's probably in your rearview mirror right now, unless you're buying a lot of points down and have unbelievable credit. Now, I know that some of my competitors might tell you that they can. Don't be fooled by it. Don't be fooled by all these people. Now, I'm going to tell you why. You may not know me any more than you know them, but here's what you can do. You cannot get to the head honcho at any other mortgage company that I know of. You can call me, Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger, at 407-706-3313. Now, I don't tell you that to brag or impress you. I tell you that to impress upon you. I've been in this same market for 32 years. Same location at 2729 West Fairbanks Avenue for over 20 years. Okay? You can come to my office. You can meet with me. I do personal appointments. Okay? Now, here's why I tell you that. I want you to know that you've got a trusted advisor in the mortgage business that can help you out when you need that help. And I want to be here for you. I'm the Loner Ranger, one of the top producers, not only in Central Florida, but nationally. My production is high because my service level is high, and I'm a direct lender, which offers you the best possible interest rate. But I'm sensitive to first-time home buyers. Love helping young people. I'm sensitive to the interest rates on your high credit score borrowers. Very sensitive. I wouldn't expect that you would use me if I wasn't competitive on my interest rates. I guarantee you I'm going to be competitive, or I would not do the production that I do. So I'm here to offer you an amazing interest rate and great service. Most of the time, you don't get both of those with many companies. If you want the really great rate, you're not going to get great service. I expect that you're going to get both with me. 407-706-3313. I am the Loan Arranger. I'm here to help you with your purchase transaction. I'm here to help your friends and family. And I'm also here to help you if you want to refinance and save money. So we're just going to cover a couple of things that you should be aware of if you have not already refinanced. Now, I know many of you already have, and you probably got great rates right now. But as they tend to go up, it becomes less of a need for you to refinance. So you may have forgotten. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have. Maybe you're too busy. We get it. My team's here to accommodate your busy schedule. That's the first thing. We're here to answer phone calls and return phone calls. That's another thing. Here's the people that I discourage from refinancing. And when I say discourage, all you got to do is call my office. If I don't think refinancing is the right thing for you to do, you will not get a sales pitch on refinancing, period. That sets me apart from my competitors, because if they can just lower your rate, they're going to try to convince you to refinance. It's not the right thing to do. First of all, if you're going from a 30-year to a 30-year, and you're not pulling money out, called a cash out refinance. You're doing a rate and term refinance. Just refinancing the balance, maybe financing some closing costs, but that's it. If I can't have you break even in 36 months, I'll tell you don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And that happens about 50% of the time. Now, if you're planning on pulling money out or converting from a 30-year to a 15-year, which I highly advise you do, then that formula doesn't work. Then what we do is we use a different formula. Let's just say that right now you're paying $1,500 a month for a mortgage payment, and you have $1,500 in car payments, credit cards, miscellaneous bills. Okay, so $3,000 a month in debts. If I can pull out enough money to wipe out the debt for the $1,500 in consumer debt, and your payment went from $1,500 a month on your mortgage to $1,600, then I have a $1,400 net gain for you. So I take that $1,400, and you can either save the $1,400 a month, or I show you how to apply that to the mortgage. Now you have no debt, and your house is paid off in, say, 8 years. Now, how would you like to have a house that's paid off in 8, 10 years, 12 years? In every one of you need individual attention, somebody to look carefully at your numbers and guide you in the right direction. That's what we do here. Why would you refinance? Removing private mortgage insurance. Come on, your house went up. Anybody that bought a house within the last 12 months or longer has made so much money. You probably made as much money on equity as you made in earnings with your employer. In some people, more. Like my son bought a house for $245,000. His house went up $60,000 in 1 year. Well, he doesn't make $60,000 a year. So he made more in his equity than he did in his salary. Now, some people may think that that's going to crash. Maybe we're heading into a boom, and that things are going to go south on us, or that prices are going to go down and they should wait. When we get back from the next segment, from our break, we're going to cover whether we are going to experience a crash in the market, and what are the indicators, and how we can avoid it and take advantage of a market like we're in right now. I'm the Loan Arranger. Go to WeBringYouHome.com or call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Show, talking about the boom. Welcome back to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Lone Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage, here to guide you through the mortgage process and discuss all the real estate trends. If you have any questions for me, you can always reach me here. I give you my personal and direct number, and you can reach me here anytime at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. I have been in the mortgage business for 32 years. It was 32 years, March 18th. And same location for over 20 years. Both my children are now in the mortgage business helping me out. My son Chase is a loan officer. My daughter Paige is going to Valencia. They're starting Valencia, just graduated from high school, and she's helping out in my marketing department part-time. My wife is amazing. She's my operations manager for the business. I could not have done it without her. Just absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful, not only for my family, but for the team of people that I've surrounded myself with that have really just not only helped us grow as a business, but allowed us the opportunity to offer you, my listeners and clients, the service that you so deserve in this business. Because I find that there's so many people in the mortgage business that it just becomes cutthroat. They seem like a bunch of car salesmen, and I don't like that at all. I think you deserve really good service, and at the same time, you deserve great terms of your mortgage. That means a great rate, great terms, great closing costs. Everything has to balance out, but that's what this show's all about. So I can share that with you. Now, we talked before the last break about, man, this is a crazy market. Are we heading into a crash, into a boom? What's going to happen? Are we going to have a major pullback? Why are interest rates going up right now? We saw a rocking in the market on Wednesday, a little bit of a recuperation on Thursday, Friday, so-so. But are we going to expect to see higher interest rates? The answer to that question is yes, of course we are. We've been expecting it. Why? There's several reasons. We are experiencing not only inflation, but hyperinflation. You can't give $3.3 trillion away that didn't exist and not have inflation. It devalues the dollar. Now it costs more money to buy the same product. Well, we've seen builders having to increase their prices. A week ago Friday, most of them raised their prices in one day by up to $35,000. Do you think they did that to make more profit? They did not do that to make more profit. They did that because their profit margin went to hell in a handbasket because of inflation. Their lumber went up 300%. Now we're hearing rumors that it's going to start trickling back down a little bit. Can't get products, can't get windows, can't get appliances, can't get chips. You know, it's one thing after another, but it's expected because it's going to continue to drive prices up. Now, a lot of you may think that that is going to lead us into a crash. Here's why we're not going to see a crash. In my opinion, I don't see a boom. I don't see a crash. I don't see any of that stuff. What I do see is that we will have a less steady increase in prices, but they will continue to go up. Now, here's what I look at when it comes to values. All I need to make is 3% per year. I don't need to make 17, 18, 25% in 1 year. Do I want to? Well, of course I want to. Do I need to? It's not sustainable. So we're going to slow down on the appreciation. But housing prices won't go down because the cost of material went up. Now, if a builder's going to raise their price by $35,000, what do you think the next door neighbor is going to do that wants to put their house on the market? You think they're not going to raise the price by $35,000? Well, you know they are. You would. I would. If I can get it, I'm going to get it. And that's what they're going to do. Now, there's still a shortage of inventory. That's going to keep housing prices going up. As long as there's not enough, there's more buyers than there are sellers, housing prices are going to continue to go up. It's going to happen. It can't not happen. But here's another thing. There's a shortage of rental properties. I mean, you're seeing these rental properties, complexes, these apartment complexes going up everywhere you look. everywhere you look. I want to give out my number just so you can, sometimes I got to catch my breath here. 407-706-3313. 407-706-3313. Any questions, you call the Lone Ranger. My website, WeBringYouHome.com. WeBringYouHome.com. All right, so back to that topic. Why don't I think we're going to see a boom or a crash? Because there's a shortage of inventory. We're experiencing inflation, and builders are raising their prices, and there's a shortage of rental properties. Now, what caused us to go into the boom last time, it was really based on my business. The mortgage business was writing bad loans. They were doing no income, no asset, stated income loans, 100% financing. Shoot, I saw 125% financing on people that worked at Walmart that were making $160,000 a year. Come on. That's why we ran into a crash. We don't have that right now. We have prudent underwriting guidelines, which is what you want to keep the market safe. We got that. 407-706-3313. If you have any questions, if you think you should get in the market, I want to put this in perspective right now. If interest rates on a $300,000 house go up 1%, that payment's going to go up about $300. So that's a $300 more payment. But if the house goes up $50,000 to $60,000 more in price, that's another $300. So your payment just went up $600 per month. That's a lot of more money. Why should you buy right now? To avoid that, and you get the equity in your equity bank, not somebody else. But I promise you, if you want to sit on the sidelines of life and not take the plunge and jump in there, you will find that your income will not be reflective on the inflationary cost of buying a home, and you will pay a price for it. Don't wait for that. If you want me to talk you off the fence, call me. I'll talk you off the fence. But I am not discouraging home ownership right now. I'm not telling people to wait on the sidelines right now. I'm telling you, jump in. Let's go. Let's make it happen. I will tell you that if you go back in history and you look at 1952, 1976, 1985, we all saw these situations to where people thought we were running into this. Oh my God, there's going to be a crash. It's not going to sustain itself. Housing prices are ridiculous. Look at 1952 when a house was like $3,500. They thought, oh my God, how can you possibly think that they're going to go to $5,000? Well, I bet you wish you would have bought some houses in 1952 and kept them. So, I started buying homes in the 90s. That's when I started to buy homes. And I accumulated a lot of wealth by buying homes. Now, I did make some mistakes along the way. And one of them, I didn't buy enough homes. The other one, I got scared of the market. I should have bought a ton of property in 2008 and 9. I didn't. Okay. That I made a mistake on. Can you imagine if you bought 10 properties in 2009 and 10? Holy moly, would you ever have made some money, right? The other thing is I sold my properties too early. Now I was looking at, I'm getting older. Do I want to maintain some properties? But you know what? My properties that I have really maintain themselves. All you need to do, if you're afraid of being a landlord, here's the things you got to do. Here's the trick. You have a good handyman. You have a roofer. You got a plumber, and you got an AC guy. Hey, AC guy, my AC went out in my rental property. Go fix it. That's all you got to do. It's that easy. Don't be afraid of jumping in the market. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's not even risky, in my opinion. 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313, or WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. We're going to talk about my teacher law enforcement first responder program when we come back. And I've got 3 classes, Zoom classes, that I want to share with you that you will not want to miss. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. Stay tuned. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Loner Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage. This show is all about how to save you money when you're purchasing your next home. Maybe you want to refinance a home and save some money. Maybe it's time to get rid of private mortgage insurance. Maybe it's time to consolidate some debt, pay it all off. I love helping people consolidate debt, pay off all their debt, save money on a mortgage payment, and then apply that savings that you had on your other debt to your mortgage, and now you're paid off free and clear, no debt, no mortgage, say 8, 10, 12 years. Everybody's different, but wouldn't that just be the most liberating feeling to have no debt, including a mortgage? I mean, come on, can you imagine how much money you could save for retirement if you didn't have any debts at all? All you had is your utilities. I mean, it's crazy. That's the way we should all live our lives. But it's hard. You need some guidance. I'm here to help guide you in the right direction. Believe me, you want me to call you and yell at you about how you can fix your life and become financially solvent? I'll be happy to do that. I love doing that with folks. The intention is to help you amass wealth, save money, and retire so that you've got some wealth to retire on, because God knows what it's going to cost to live by the time you're ready to retire. So just a little story about me before I get into a couple of topics that I wanted to bring up. One topic, I want to talk about a very special program that we have for firefighters, first responders, healthcare workers, teachers, law enforcement. Unbelievable program. So I'll talk about that in a minute. I also want to talk about 3 classes that I've got going on that you won't want to miss. One of them is how to retire as a millionaire the way I did it. Okay. Another one is a mortgage strategy class for realtors. This class is designed to help real estate agents and consumers understand what programs are available and how to navigate through them. It's designed for real estate agents so that they don't get caught up with not understanding how the mortgage world works, because it's a symbiotic relationship between the mortgage lender and the real estate agent. And I want my realtors out there to be well informed of what's available, what's not available, what guidelines may have changed, what programs may have changed, so that they can be a good trusted advisor. So if you know a real estate agent, you're going to want to get them into my mortgage strategy for realtors. If you are a first-time home buyer, or you want to understand how to amass wealth in real estate, then join my Retire as a Millionaire class. It's a wealth building class. And then I'm also going to have a class on construction perm lending. You want to buy a lot, build your own custom home? I'll show you how to do that. You already own a lot, you want to build a custom home? I'm going to show you how to do that. I've got the best construction perm mortgage programs that I know anywhere from any other lender, anywhere in the country. And I can say that with confidence. Great program. And I'm going to share it with you, and I'm going to walk you through the process so that if that's something that interests you, then you can do it. If you are a small builder, you build between 5 and 50 homes, you should get on that program, because I have about 10 builders locally that I love, and I'm looking for more. So I've got 10 really good ones locally here, and I want to add a few more to it. And I can help you, but I'm looking for top quality people. Now, I come from a builder background. My daddy was a builder. My grandfather was a builder. My father-in-law was a builder. So I know what I want for my clients to have when it comes to a custom home or a semi-custom home builder. All right. So we'll talk a little bit more about those. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why I teach my wealth building class. Okay. First of all, I'll tell you a little background on me. I am absolutely not a Harvard graduate or Yale graduate. I absolutely do not have a finance degree, okay? I'm a mortgage guy. I've been in the mortgage business for 32 years. It's really all I know, okay? I mean, I'm pretty handy around the house, but I really know the mortgage business. And I want the best for my clients, my realtors, and my builders. That's why a lot of builders choose me, because they know they're going to get the honest truth and I'm going to close loans on time. So here's the thing, though. Why am I qualified to teach you how to amass wealth in real estate? Why? Because this hillbilly did it, Okay. And I did it, and I learned some techniques from people that helped me. I had a lot of mistakes that I made, but I learned how to amass wealth. And I've put together the program and duplicated it so I can teach you how to do it. Now, here's the misconception in the market. In order to amass wealth in real estate, you got to have a lot of money. No, you don't. No, you don't. You got to have some money. You got to have decent credit, and you got to have verifiable income, but you don't have to be rich. And here's the problem. Buy investment properties, that's a property you're not going to live in and you're going to rent it out, you have to put 20% down. Well, how many of you are sitting around on 20% of $300,000 or $400,000? Not many of you, but you make enough money to buy the home. So I'm going to take you through my Leapfrog program, and I'm going to show you why you should follow my path. Why should you follow somebody that's not a finance expert, doesn't have a degree in finance, and was a high school dropout? Okay? I dropped out of school in the middle of the 10th grade. I lost both my parents, died separately, mom when I was 15, dad when I was 16, orphaned, went down the wrong path a couple of times. But people that cared enough about me showed me what I needed to do to be able to get what I wanted out of life. And there were many times I swayed in the wrong direction. But I ended up going mostly in the right direction. Now, I owe a lot to my wife because she pretty much keeps me on the straight and narrow, but as much as possible. But that is a full-time job. However, I'm going to share my experiences. I'm going to share my successes. I'm going to keep you from experiencing and duplicating my failures. And I'll walk you through that process. But I'm going to tell you something. If you follow my process exactly the way I designed it, and you don't have to buy my CDs, you don't have to do anything. All I'm asking is that you use me for your financing when you buy these properties. I'm going to show you how you're going to get into every property that you want to buy for between 3 and 5% down. So all you need to do is save 3 to 5% every 3 to 5 years. That's all you need to do. We're going to amass 5 properties. 4 of them are going to be rentals. They're all going to be paid off within 17 years. You heard me, 17 years. And your properties are going to be worth between $2.1 and $3.5 million at a 3% appreciation. Not a 17, not a 25% appreciation, at a 3% appreciation. And you will have over $2 million in free and clear property, and you'll have $15,000 to $20,000 or more coming to you as rental income per month. Now, how would you like to retire on $15,000 to $20,000 a month in rental income? You know, I don't know about you, but that's some extra jack that I could use. I did it. I do it. I'm not teaching a program that I did in 1972. I'm teaching a program that I do every day today. Follow my path, and believe me, when you start to sway, I'll yell at you a little bit. I got no problem with that. But remember, it's coming from love. I will help you. I'll help your children. I'm telling you, you got children, grandchildren in your 20s, get them into a house right now. Get them into a house right now. This whole business where they're accumulating tons of student loan debt, you're paying hundreds of $1,000s in student loans and making $35,000, $40,000. That's ridiculous. I'll show you how to make $25,000, $30,000 a year just in equity, and build that equity so that you're a multimillionaire by the time you retire, and other people are putting the money in the bank for you. 407-706-3313, 407-706-3313. I'm the Loner Ranger. Visit my website and apply for your mortgage at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Or you can check out my podcast on Spotify. You can check out my podcast on iHeartRadio. You can check out my YouTube channel and see me broadcast this show on my Bruce Woodburn YouTube channel or Loner Ranger Radio YouTube channel. We'll be back in just a few more minutes. I'm going to talk to you about a couple of scenarios that my clients have experienced recently and how you can win in the real estate market today. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more of the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn. Welcome back to Bruce Woodburn and the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. Well, of course it is. I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage. My job is to make sure I'm helping you save money when you're purchasing your next home, give you the tricks of the trade of how to buy real estate, how to save money. You know, should you buy in this market? Should you refinance in this market? Is it too late to refinance? All those kind of things we talk about on this show. But I do want to remind you of a couple of events that I've got going on right now that you won't want to miss. And these are all free events to you. So let's just kind of hit it right there. So first things first, I have these are all Zoom classes, by the way, and I can't wait to not be Zoom, but they are Zoom for right now. So first things first. And by the way, if you want to check out this show, you can go to my YouTube channel at Bruce Woodburn YouTube channel or the Loner Ranger Radio, not just the Loner Ranger, but the Loner Ranger Radio. You can check me out on YouTube. You can see this show. You can see it live. You can see it recorded. It's all there. Or you can go to my Spotify. Just go to my link at my website. It'll link you right to my Spotify podcast or my iHeartRadio podcast. I am also the co-host on Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger Radio Show on Saturdays at noon. So check me out there. I love being here. I've met so many wonderful people out there. We talked a little bit about my classes and why you should attend these classes. So first, we talked a little bit in the last segment about my Wealth Building Retire as a Millionaire class. I am a high school dropout. I dropped out of school in the 10th grade, but I was able to amass a lot of money, more money than I ever deserved in real estate, the simplest possible way that you could ever imagine. So simple, it was ridiculous. Okay. And I'll walk you through that process. I'm holding my Wealth Building seminar on Wednesday, the 23rd, at 6 p.m. That's Wednesday, the 23rd at 6 p.m. You must go to WeBringYouHome.com and register. I only have room for 100 people, and it's almost full. So that's WeBringYouHome.com. Go to the events page, check out my calendar, and click on register for the Wealth Building Retire as a Millionaire class. I guarantee you, if you have young adults, meaning that they're in their 20s, or you want to get a late high schooler into this or a college student that you expect you want to understand how to amass wealth in real estate, turn them on to my show, okay? You got to go to this class. It's going to help you. WeBringYouHome.com. That'll be Wednesday, Zoom, 6 p.m. on the 23rd. All right, next class that I've got is going to be on July 15th. That is Advanced Strategies for Real Estate Agents. If you're a realtor, or you want to know more about what's going on in the mortgage industry, what changes have happened from COVID, what programs are available, how to get first-time home buyers into houses, what guidelines may have changed, understanding private mortgage insurance, understanding MIP, understanding VA loans, understanding USDA 100% financing. I mean, everything, down payment assistance, what's available, what's not available. You know, understanding how to service your client the best. That's what this class is all about. That is going to be on Thursday, July 15th at 10 a.m. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's how you register for that class. Again, I only hold seats for 100 people on these classes because I can't answer any questions that they just start to get too many, and I can't do it. So super ADD can't do it. So 100 people. You don't want to miss that class if you're a real estate agent. If you're listening to this show and you know a real estate agent, get them into my class. I'm going to make them smarter and make them more money. That's what I'm going to do. Now, the third class I'm going to do is going to be on July the 28th. You won't want to miss this. Also, if you're a real estate agent, if you are in the building industry, you're building homes, or if you own a lot or want to buy a lot and build on your own lot. Most lenders do not do construction perms. The ones that I do that do them, there are a couple of local banks, no name mentioned. One of them has a green logo. The one of them switches names all the time. They joined with another bank, and they have them, and they are very challenging. Let's just say that if you don't like banks already, you'll really hate them after you're finished that process. So I've got a construction perm loan that is the best I've ever seen in the business, and I've been doing this 32 years. And I can say that with confidence. It's a great loan. Great product. I've got conventional loans with as little as 10% down. I don't think you'll find that. But here's the other thing. I've got FHA loans, construction perms. Who's got FHA loans, construction perms? I don't know anybody that's got those. I have VA construction perms. So FHA and VA, 5% down. Who's got a 5% down construction perm loan for FHA and VA? I don't know anybody. Do you know anybody? I don't know anybody. 407-706-3313. 407-706-3313. That's my direct number, guys. That's my direct number, girls. Call me. I'm here to help you. I promise you I'll take really good care of you, your clients, your friends, and your family. Visit my website at webringyouhome.com to register for any of my classes. They're free, but they fill up fast. webringyouhome.com. Now, if you are considering not getting in the market because the prices have gone up, just put this in perspective. If interest rates go up 1% from where they were, whatever number that is, on a $320,000 house, your payment's going to go up about $300. If the house price goes up $50,000 to $60,000 in addition to that, you are going to pay another $300. So if you don't like where rates and prices are today, which you should love rates, okay? If you don't like it now, you're going to really hate it later, because the same house will cost you between $400 and $600 per month more. You think that's a problem? Then get in now. Call me and apply online today at webringyouhome.com. It's the easiest online website I've ever seen. It's you go on there, you apply online, you'll see my picture on there. Go to apply now, apply online, put your application in. My system, if you put your information in accurately, will detect if you're self-employed or a W-2 or 1099, and it'll automatically send you a basic checklist of information. If you put down that you're paying or receiving divorce decree, child support or alimony, it will automatically ask you for your divorce decree. I mean, it's pretty intuitive stuff. It's smarter than I am, okay? And then my team and I will get on the phone with you and make sure that it's all just dialed in and buttoned down the way you want it. Listen, I am not an automated guy. I do have a great automated website. I'm a personal guy. You want to come in and see me? Come on in and see me. Here's what I do. I will make an appointment, and I will meet each and every one of you that want to meet me in person to apply for a mortgage. I will do that. So here's what you do. You apply online. You set up an appointment with me. We meet. You can bring me in your documents. I get a lot of calls from you guys. They're like, I don't use the internet. I don't have email. Okay, dude, I'm 62 years old. I don't have a lot of those things, or I have them, but I'm not good at them. You want to bring your documents in? Bring them in. I'll have Christina copy them for you and put them in your file. It's not that complicated. Let's make it easy. Let's create the relationship. I want you to know that you have somebody that you can trust, but I don't believe in trusting just anybody that says, trust me. I believe in if you're going to write the check, then you got to cash the check. Put me to the test. Put me to the test. See how I return phone calls. See how I answer questions. Does that mean that you can call me 24 hours a day and I'm going to answer the phone? I'm going to tell you that is not going to happen. Okay? But I'm available during business hours to make an appointment to have a personal conversation and consultation with me. That's right, me. You can't go to SunTrust to meet the president of SunTrust. You can't go to Wells Fargo and meet the president of Wells Fargo. You can't go to RP and meet the president of RP. They don't do that stuff. Guess what? You can meet me. You can talk to me. I'll help you. I'll guide you. I'll be there. You can double check me against other lenders. I can promise you my loans are fantastic, and I'll take good care of you, and so will my team. It's my promise. 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. My number, webringyouhome.com. Check out my website. Apply for a mortgage on my website. Check out my events page. Check out my YouTube channel, my Spotify, my iHeartRadio. But check one of them out, and let's get together, meet each other, develop that relationship. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. See you later.